Teacher Bernadett and welcome back to Wednesday's morning ring. So I just told you what day it is, but can you tell me what day it will be tomorrow? Thursday, very good. Now if today is Wednesday, what day was it yesterday? Tuesday, very good. And what day comes before Tuesday? Monday. That is very good, guys. But now the question is, can you remember all the names of the days of the week? All 7 of them? You sure? Let's see. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Very good. Now, the reason I chose to use my fingers is so that you can see that you can even count the days of the week on your hands. Because remember in our song we say that there are 7 days in a week. So now we counted them out. Okay, because normally we used the paper plates where you can see the number and the little shape to show how many there are or how many the day is. But today I thought we would do it a little bit differently and see if you can follow on with your fingers. Now, what month is it? May, the month of May. And we said that the month of May is the 5th month of the year. Very good. Now, can you remember how many months there are in a year? 12. You sure? Good. Now, there are 12 months in a year, but can you remember the names of all of them and in the right order? Because I know sometimes people start getting confused with September. July, September, that's where people start getting a little bit confused. So, let's see. And let's use our fingers again to see if we can follow along with our fingers. So we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Very good. So let's see, we started talking a little bit about syllables yesterday. So syllables is where you break your word into sound parts. Now yesterday we did a few words that start with the letter N. But today we're just going to do 5 different words, any words we can think of. So let's say we use the word cup, the cup that you drink cool drink or water or juice out of. So let's see, how many sounds do you think the word cup has? 1 sound. Very good, because it just goes cup. Just 1 sound. Cup. Easy. So let's think of a difficult one. Ooh, flower. Flower is a nice word. How many sounds do you think flower has? Let's sound it out. Flower. So it's got 2 sounds. Flower. Very good. Another one, let's say water. Water is another nice one. How many do you think it has? Okay, so let's sound it out. Water. 2 sounds again. Water. Okay. Let's think of a nice long word. Ooh, hose pipe. Hose pipe might be a nice one. Let's see. Hose pipe. So it's a very long word, but it only has 2 sounds. So sometimes, even though the word looks really long and sounds really long, it can often only be 1 or 2 sounds because it's all in the way that it sounds in your mouth. So hose pipe, 2 words. I mean 2 sounds. Let's think of another one. Another word that the teacher clearly can't think of right now is, spaghetti. Let's go for spaghetti. How many sounds do you think spaghetti has? Spaghetti is also a nice long word. Let's see how many sounds it has. Spaghetti. T. 3 sounds. Spaghetti. Easy peasy. Okay. So now it's up to you to find 5 new words that you can practice by yourself. And if you want to send a video of you practicing these sounds, please send it to me so that I can see how well you are practicing your sounds or your syllables. So let's get to our theme. Now the plan for today's video was to actually show you a whole bunch of videos on the screen, but my laptop decided to crash a little bit, so I won't be able to show you the videos today, but I will show, well, I won't show you, I'll tell you which videos to go look at or which pictures to go look at to see what we're going to talk about today. So what we're talking about today is all the small creatures that live in the ocean. Because yesterday we spoke about the big creatures. Today we're speaking about the small creatures. And this adds on to our activities, which focuses on big, small, bigger than, smaller than, or equal to. So that's what we're going to do today and see if we can compare some of the things that we've discussed so far. So one thing I do have is a small shark to show you. Now a shark in real life, oops, a shark in real life isn't small, because some sharks are small. Baby sharks are very small. You also get shark fish, which start off really small and they don't go very big because some people keep them in tanks in their homes. So that's pretty cool. So some sharks are very big and some sharks are very small. So that's something that we can also look at. It's the size difference in the same animal. So that's something to look at as well. But now I want to talk a little bit about the small creatures that not everyone always knows about, or that not everyone sees, or that people don't know a lot about. And the first one I want to talk about is a seahorse. Now an interesting fact about a seahorse is that the dads are actually the ones that get pregnant. So they are the ones that have the babies in their bellies and not the mom. And that I think is pretty interesting. Another interesting thing, creature that I like to talk about is octopuses. Now some octopus are really big. Some are so big that they haven't even been seen by humans. That's how big they are, because they live humans. That's how big they are because they live so deep down in the ocean, because they are so big. But then you get teeny tiny octopuses that are actually so small that they can fit on your pinky finger or your thumb. So they can sit on the top of your finger, and that's how small they are. How cool is that? Another small creature that is really cool is plankton. Now if you've ever watched SpongeBob, which I'm pretty sure all of you have, because I know I love SpongeBob, but plankton is a very small creature, and the biggest creature on land, well, in the world, the whale, eats plankton. So the biggest creature eats the smallest creature. How weird is that? But because the whale is so big, they have to eat so many plankton. Like kilograms and kilograms of plankton in one mouthful. So now you have to just think for yourself, how many plankton are there actually in the world? If whales have to eat it. So many. There are so many plankton, which I think is really cool. So such a tiny creature feeds such a big creature because there are so many of them. So you can, on YouTube, you can look at some videos. A video that was nice is small creatures of the ocean, and you can then see some weird and wonderful creatures. Some are very colorful and some are just very tiny. There is a video of small octopuses that you can also look at, to see just how small they actually are. I hope you had fun and learned a little bit about the small creatures of the ocean, and I can't wait to see you for our next activity. Bye everyone! Hi everyone, it's Teacher Bernadett and welcome to Wednesday's activity video. So for today's video, what we are going to do is I want us to focus a little bit about ourselves. Just focus on ourselves and see if we know ourselves well, if we know our family well, but also practicing our body image, because I know body image is a little bit tricky and sometimes we really struggle with it, especially making sure that we have all the body parts that we need. So the first activity we're going to do is this All About Me workbook that I gave to all of you, either on email or the activity packs you picked up or that you got at school. So the first thing you have to do is you're going to write your name. Now, I know sometimes what we do is that we trace our names by either making all the dots so you can trace over the dots, or so making that someone writes your name and you copy it on the bottom or the top of the name. But what I want you to do today is see if you can write your name all by yourself. Just you and your pencil and your brain. I want to see how well you can write your name. Even if it doesn't look as perfect as you want it to look, I just want you to try your best and see if you can write your name. Okay, if you see the puppy in the background, it's okay. He's just sleeping and he's made a mess on the bed, but it's okay. So, obviously what I also want you to do is to practice your fine motor skills, so your pencil and your finger grips. So I want you to colour in every page as well as you can, with as many colours as you want. This is your book, so you get to colour it in with as many colours as you want. Then let's see what the next page is. So here it asks you to draw a picture of yourself. Now, when we draw a picture of ourselves, what I want you to do is to just focus on you, the whole you, not just your head, not just your body, your head and your body. If you get stuck, a tip or a trick that I can give you is to look in a mirror. What better way to see yourself than to actually go look at yourself in the mirror? So you can use a mirror and you can look at all the tiny details that you think you missed. So the eyebrows, the eyelashes, the nose, the nostrils, the nose hairs even, all of those things you can look at, or you can just look at your whole body. See, where are my legs, where are my feet, where is my stomach, anything like that. Anything you need to see, see if you can see it. If you think you missed something, go to the mirror and go see if you can see it. Then it asks you to color your favorite color. That I know you could all do. If you want, you can even do a background, which could be pretty cool. You can do it one color, your favorite color, in patterns, or you can do your second favorite color as a solid background, or again, patterns. Why not make patterns? It's great practice for your eyes and your hands. Then it asks you to draw a picture of your favorite food, or foods, because no one has just one favorite food, right? Can't put pizza and ice cream separately. You need to have them together. And then it asks you to draw a picture of your family. Now, this can be the family that you are staying with during lockdown. This can be your whole family. So this can be all your grannies, all your grandpas, your gogos, your mkulus, your cousins, your nephews, your aunts, anything like that. So add anyone you want, anyone that's important to you in your picture. And then the last one is to draw a picture of what you want to be when you grow up. So I know when I was growing up, I wanted to be a teacher. I know, and now I'm a teacher. hey. But I know some people want it to be princesses, some people want it to be firemen or policemen or anything like that. So see what you want to be. Think about it. If you're not sure, think about it. Leave this last page until you know what you want to be when you grow up, and explain it to mommy or daddy or even to me, and let me know what you want to be when you grow up, and draw a beautiful picture of what you want to be when you grow up. I hope you have fun with this activity, and I can't wait to see the beautiful pieces of work that you have made. Bye everyone. Hi everyone, it's Teacher Bernadett and welcome to Wednesday's art activity. So for today's art activity, what we are going to be making is octopuses. So what you're going to need are 2 toilet rolls, some scissors, and any paint you have, and obviously some paintbrushes, or for some fun we can paint with our fingers. So let's get started. And there you go, some wonderful octopuses that you've painted with your fingers if you were like me, or paintbrush. But remember, when you do paint an octopus, remember that it has 8 legs. It doesn't matter how big they are, sometimes they don't quite work out. You can see some of them are very thick, some of them are very thin. This one's a little bit better, but this is obviously, it doesn't matter as long as you count that your octopus has 8 legs, some eyes, and a mouth. You can even add a nose if you want to. What you can also do is add dots at the bottom to make the little suction tentacles, or the suction cups that the tentacles have, to make it even more interesting. And we will use these octopuses in our ocean box. So I hope you all had fun with this activity, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bye everyone.